Hello, and we are live. This is an audio only live video. Good morning. Happy Monday to all of you. How are all of you? I hope all of you are doing well. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can hear me clearly. So if you can hear me clearly, go ahead and tell me where you're tuning in from in the comments section below and give this video a thumbs up. I am Andrea Cox. We are live on one of my two websites, The Detox Intuitive on YouTube. We are also live on LinkedIn. So I'm going to link my spiritual site for all of you so you can subscribe to my free newsletter and get your healing protocol and your free spiritual protection kit. But if you hop on over to andreacox.com, my wellness site, you can get your free healing protocol and your budget-friendly grocery list. You also have an opportunity to get a free consultation with one of the US-based doctors I work with in the peptide field. So let's do this real quick, thedetoxintuitive.com. There you go. You can subscribe there, or you can subscribe here, and I'll go and make a comment later on LinkedIn. So I wanted to share, this is only going to be about 10 minutes, but it's worth it, especially if any of you feel that you've been abused in the past, you've went through something that was very unfair, something that was based in a bed of lies, etc. Recently, I encountered my long time abuser. He's a male. And it was in a safe setting. I'm not going to tell you what type of setting it was, but it was in a safe setting. So it wasn't like I bumped into him. And I want to share with all of you what I learned. And this came not only from my perspective, but the perspective of 4 other people that I brought with me that were in the same room at the time. So this was kind of like a crowd perspective. And actually, one of the people didn't even know what was going on, had never even heard of the situation. So I was approached by the same man who had really taunted me online, spread rumors, just clapped back and every single thing I had posted for over a decade. And what happened was he had not changed at all. He was still calling me names, still spreading the same lie, actually falsely spreading the same lie on paper and audio, and still trying to make me feel like I was nothing, still trying to make me feel like people didn't like me, like I was hated. He had the opportunity to speak and was saying, oh, a lot of people hate her. And as you can clearly see by my social media following, by the comments across my social media, by the support and love I get, by my clientele, by me coming out in over 13 magazines in 2025 alone. I already have another one coming out this next month. By my national media coverage, I am very loved. I am very sought after for what I do. But what that showed me was deep. It actually allowed me to fully heal from all the abuse in that moment, because it showed me all the internal work I had done on myself, how much I had grown, how much I am prospering, how much recognition I'm getting, in spite of someone being so hateful and evil to me that they were trying to constantly plant a seed in my head over the past decade that, oh, you're nothing and no one will ever support you in your business and no one will ever. And it was really sad. It was sad to see, first of all, it was sad to see how much this person had aged. And I mean bad. Really bad. Like severely bad. But it was also sad to see that this person hadn't grown into a space of, hey, I'm sorry I did that all these years. I recognize that I need to work on myself, and I'm just doing the best I can every day. I'm really sorry that I'm so hyper focused on you. And what the people that I actually had with me, which were 3 men and 1 female, what they took from it and what we discussed in the car ride home was that it was an obvious case of someone never feeling like good enough to even be in my presence. So they felt the need to tear me down. They thought that me having a go-getter attitude and a strong self-esteem needed to be ruined, which it wasn't ruined. Might have been slowed down for a nanosecond, but definitely not ruined. Actually, this has made me stronger than ever. Each one of them, including the one that knew nothing about all of this, they were all like, wow, this is someone that really hates themselves and has a low self-esteem and has targeted you for years because they lost you because they knew they weren't good enough. And I never really saw it that way. I just saw it as someone who was unbalanced and targeting me. I never saw it. I literally saw it as an abusive person that was trying to torment me. I never saw it in the way these people did. But when, and it's funny, the way things were set up, this person, my abuser, couldn't see that I had people with me because it was on video. I don't want to get into explaining where we were, but what I could hear the whole time was just gasps of people in the room with me that like could not believe how low vibrational this person was and how there was zero growth. But something else that everyone noticed, and I didn't notice because I was in the middle of, trying to mediate this, was that the person could not even make eye contact with me, did not look at me once because they knew they were lying. And so it was a very healing experience for me because I saw the growth, the soul's growth and evolution in myself. And I saw this person for exactly who they were, which is who I always knew they were: a charlatan, a shyster, a shady individual who, if they feel that you are better than them, they try to slow you down, stop you, harass you, and try to ruin your self-esteem by making you feel that you're not good enough. You don't deserve this, this, and that. And it's funny, in 2025, I had just magazine after magazine after magazine after magazine after magazine, everything from New York Weekly to Glamour to Arizona, two Arizona magazines to USA News, 𝗀𝗏 vegan magazine out of Germany, Whoa Woman's magazine, who just had Jenny McCarthy on it, to there's so many magazines that featured me. Wellness magazine featured me, did a whole feature on me, and it's all up on my website and my media. But what was amazing was that when that was brought up in the room, it was like interrupted by this person. Like he didn't even want to hear it, because he knows that everyone knows about his obsession now. His obsession to tear a person down because he doesn't feel good enough. And so what this did for me was, I, honest to God, feel like I've had the most amazing opportunities and luck since this happened. I am out of town right now. I'm not at liberty to say where I am, but I just had a wonderful explant surgery and breast reconstruction, which looks stunningly beautiful. I feel like I'm healthier than I ever have been in my life. I have a property that I'm looking at that is a wonderful opportunity to invest in. I have employees that I love, and I feel like everything is just moving so rapidly in the right direction. And it was because not only was I able to say, hey, I see what you're doing, that this is no longer going to go on. We're not going to go into another decade of this. Focus on yourself, your family, where the focus needs to be. I was able to also tear down the facade and the lie that he had told to those around him. And that gave me peace in my heart that those people will also be able to heal. And that's been my wish all along, that the truth would be revealed. And I have nothing derogatory to say about this person and these people that cause me problems. I feel like one knew exactly what they were doing and one actually was misled. And I just feel like onward and upward, and life is beautiful and everything is going my way and working out for my highest good. And so many things. I don't share much about my personal life on here, so I'm not going to get into that. Just so many great things are happening, and we live in such an abundant world. And I know there's a lot of dark things going on in the world right now, but if we can find that sliver of hope and that sliver of life and that sliver of light through the darkness, and know that tomorrow is a new day, we can rise above anything we go through. I know I did. Thank you guys. Subscribe at Andrea Cox TV on YouTube for health and wellness, The Detox Intuitive on YouTube for intuitive guidance, and subscribe at one of my 2 websites to read my newsletter. Promise not to spam you or sell your info. AndreaCox.com, get your free healing protocol, and The Detox Intuitive.